Let's see what I can figure out here. I hope you can see this. Hey, Paula. I know that the orientation is sideways and I don't understand why. So I guess I'll try to do my best by doing it this way. So, as you can see, this is what I'm calling my Woodland embossing paste. And I'm sure you can tell that that's a little bit different than what our regular Woodland emboss is. How about we make this card and I can show you how I did it. So, this is Stampin' Up's in the new book. This is our embossing paste right here. So you're going to need this. I have a early espresso, very leaky, so I'm going to have to make sure not to get ink everywhere. Re-inker. I have my silicone mat here, and thanks to Paula, because I gave my palette knives away, I have my palette knife here that I'm going to use. So, how about we get started? We have our Woodland embossing folder, and you're going to want to look, when you use this, you're going to want to use the impression side, or the part that's cut in. That's the side you're going to want to use. So, let me quick tell you that you don't need very much of this embossing paste, and you can put it right on your silicone mat. I just kind of mix it up so that it gets a little bit smoother and not quite as grainy. So we're gonna, after we mix it up, we're gonna take our early espresso re-inker, and I'm only gonna do one and maybe just an extra little smidgen of that early espresso ink. And all you're going to do is just do a little bit of a swirl, not a full mix of this color, guys. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Becky. So, Nancy, we missed you at Stamp Camp the other day. All right, so we've got our embossing folder, we've got our embossing paste, and without doing too much mixing, we're going to take a scrape of the paste, and still, without doing too much mixing, we're going to try to get it in the groove of this. But here's the key. The key is that we need to make sure to scrape off really well the excess paste. And then, so that we don't get a bunch of schmeglies, we're going to do a little quick wipe on here to get some of the excess off. And then, see, that's pretty much it. That's going in our trash. And we're going to take our crumb cake paper, which is 3.5 by 4 3/4, and I'll have that posted in the comments section. And then we're going to place it right in where we put that embossing paste. So we're going to close that up real careful, and we're going to run it through the Big Shot. But here is one of the things. I'm not using any of the tabs here. I'm not going to use them at all. We're going to use the acrylic, the embossing folder, and the acrylic. And I'm going to do a real light run through the Big Shot. Oops, let's get that lined up a little better. Run that through real gentle. And excuse my arms, guys. So here's what it's going to look like. And you're going to get some excess on there. And you're going to want to just pull this up. Just like that. See how we get the brown and we get the white in the trees there. All the different color. Now, this looks not so bad, right? When you're looking at this. All you have to do is, I took my scrub brush with soap and water and ran it through just with hot water with the scrub brush, and that's how it comes clean. Super easy. This embossing folder ran through doing this, I don't know, 15 or so, 20 times, because my original attempt at this looked like that. Not very good, right? Compared to that. So, this excess, we're going to take any piece of paper. I've got a nice piece of pumpkin pie here. And we'll put this on for, I don't know, later use of a punch or a die cut or whatever. And I'll show you how we used a couple of that or a little bit of that over the weekend. Same thing with this, just the soap and water. Same thing with your silicone mat. Hey, Julie. Same thing with your silicone mat, soap and water. No big deal, just like the embossing folder. So, because this takes a minute to dry, we're going to put this to the side. And we have our, sorry guys about the camera. We have our 8.5 by 5.5 piece of paper, and we're just going to fold that in half. And that'll be our card base. And then we have our It's a Good Day, and we're going to stamp that in our Always Artichoke right here. Super easy. And then we're going to use our 1-inch punch. And yeah, it's really tight. And yes, I'm really picky. We're going to punch that out. And then we're going to use our leaf punch right here, brand new in the new holiday catalog. That's going to start on the 1st of September. If you still need a catalog, leave a message after this video and I can make sure to get you a copy of the catalog. We're going to use 2 of these crumb cake leaves. Just like that. And then for our front, we need 3 of our Always Artichoke leaves. See, and what we're doing here is we're letting that embossing paste dry. This is done. That'll be trash. And then we need our burlap ribbon, which this is one of my favorite rustic ribbons that we have. Just a simple knot is going to be our end. Just like that. And then we're going to kind of gauge. I'll use the other card, or our sample card. Take our snips, just cut a straight end, and that'll be that ribbon that you see there. That'll be that. All right, so now assembly, right? Super easy. We're going to take our embossing paste, and it's a little tacky, so we're going to have to be careful. But looking pretty cool, right? And I can tell you that we can cover up with some leaves. Nobody will even see. As Rocky would say, it's a little farm charm. So we're going to use our fast fuse on here. 2 pieces. Make sure you get the branches the right way, right? And that's what we're going to put this together. There we go. For this, all we need is a glue dot. Oops. And we'll make sure to put that kind of low so that we can hide that other stuff that we don't want to see. Now, if I would have done a little bit of a better cleanup there, you wouldn't have gotten that. And then we use a little piece of fast fuse there to hold that under, just like that. And because my rule, one of the rules that I use as far as how to help you with which adhesive to use, because we used ribbon and because it doesn't always lay flat and you don't want it to pop up, you use dimensionals. So we do our dimensionals. And one in the middle just for good measure. And we'll put that after we peel our little pieces here. Put that on here. And I did kind of put it over to one side more than the other because that way then, in case the ribbon went over, that it still looked cool. We get a dimensional on our It's a Good Day. There is no reason for that. That's just what I chose. And we'll put that like right there. And then we got our glue dots, just for on one little leaf. We'll put like one right there. And then for another one, we'll put that down here to help hide that a little bit, make it look pretty. And then, got one more. And I'm thinking that maybe right there. We've got 2 more. These are for the inside. One there. And the one thing that I love about our dimensionals is that every single little itty bitty piece of dimensional can be used. So you can take your snips, you can take off your little piece, put it on, and you've got no trash. So there's the inside, there's the outside, and now you guys get to try. We used our embossing paste. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. Have a great time or a great day getting crafty. Thanks for joining me. Bye.